Right, so what is today's mission? Let's take a little look. So, mission of the day. As you can see, the guys are already laying in some markers. So, mission of the day is as follows. Operation Double Up. So, from last time we were fighting those private military contractors, so the PMC and rebels have now teamed up. We must destroy the rebel AA nests, then assault the PMC island and secure their commanders. So here are the rebels and their AA nests right here, and here are the here's the PMC and their command island. So we must clear the rebel comms and AA barrier. So the AA sort of barrier to this region is right here on this hilltop. They must use divers to knock out a PMC radar, which is right here, target A. Okay, so there's what they're going to have to do is they have to deal with this. There's some boats at this harbour here. Boats down to here, pick up some dive supplies that have been placed for them, then come and knock out this radar station. Meanwhile, simultaneously, they must use ground or cast to knock out the PMC comms towers, which are at B and C, and then they've got to go in on the base and secure the HVT. PMC and Rebel forces have teamed up. Now they know what they're facing. The Rebels control an area on the east ridgelines of Malden, where they have a small base with comms and multiple AA positions. The Rebels have been armed with PMC equipment, but we believe their vehicles are only lightweight. Once we clear this position, there's a small harbour on the east shore below the rebel positions. Use these boats to move your dive team to secure gear, while a second force can approach the PMC island on the northeast, so they can split their teams to assault differently. Dive team must cross waters to A, destroy the target radar. This is a stealth operation, same as the first part. We must knock out the PMC comms towers then to prevent them reinforcing the island. This can happen by ground attack or cast, but if you use cast, it must happen only after those radar systems are destroyed. Once we destroy their comm towers, we can then assault their main base and locate and secure commanders using caution, clearing buildings, ensuring we ID targets. So that's it basically. That's a pretty straightforward operation. As usual, what could possibly go wrong? I think this base is working out very, very well. The only trouble with this base is that the runway can be a little short for the planes. Not in terms of land or takeoff. It's pretty straightforward to land. You just make sure you come in nice and low and you touch down right here. But the issue is more, it's not that you can't slow down. It's slowing down enough to ensure that you are able to comfortably take this turn here and then be able to return back around so that you can then either refuel whatever. And also the other thing is, because of the length of the runway, if you did come back around to refuel, rearm, you'd have to go right the way back around again to make sure that you actually had enough runway to take off. So I don't know, maybe from here you could do a standing start and have enough runway in an A10 or something. I don't know, like because it is quite good in that the runway it comes to sort of like a little lip. It would be better if these rocks didn't sort of stick up, but if you could even get a little bit of lift, like a tiny little bit of lift off the ground, it's enough to just carry you into the air, and then that's good enough. So it's not too bad from that point of view. That turn is indeed very hard. It's a pain. Yeah. Well, I say it's not that you can't make this turn. It's just that in a jet that's landed, you run out of runway quite quickly. And you need to be going about only 200 kilometers an hour, and you also need to ensure you touch down right here, so that you basically also need to have your thrust almost killed like as you land, so that you can kind of bring it around comfortably. But
Command, this is Alpha.
KSP.
Do we have a co-pilot for the helicopter?
We will do, yes.
Okay, thank you.
I love that the night vision you can see. Like it's so green behind. That looks really cool. And look, you see how it even can cast some light back. As you can see, guys, we're running with a pretty full crew. Oh, hello. Somebody's running out the back. We've got a pretty full crew on today. Guys are looking mean business. I feel like my audio for game has been a lot quieter recently, but it hasn't. It's just, I don't know, sometimes we're just in a quieter situation. I'm terrified to actually get into the spectator audio right here and listen in. I genuinely think that listening in to all of the guys in a helicopter at the same time is probably going to be more than my job's worth for Twitch, but... What's that? Really cool. Never seen a full complement in one of these Chinooks before. Yeah, we actually have got a lot of people on tonight. I wasn't entirely sure how many people were turning up tonight. I thought, look, Whiskey's just joined in as well. We've got more people coming in still. I thought we were going to have like 15 guys, but I think we're going to have nearly the full 30 by the time we get in on this. we're off and racing. Right, so the guys are off. We're off on the insertion. That looks really epic, by the way, with the red lights and the Chinook. Look at this. Should be able to get a better line on it. This is basically the lock-on tool where you can kind of lock onto a unit and then spin the camera around them, but as you can see it can be a little bit glitchy, but if you can get it right it works really cool. Keeping the night vision turned off just on this insertion, guys. I've said this many times before. If we're in a dark screen if we're in a night screen mode for a mission, the best thing you're going to want to do is make this full screen and turn off lights in your room, and then you'll get a much better sort of view. Make sure your monitor's the right brightness and stuff as well.
Is that all of Alpha and Dive Team out together?
Yep, that is all of us.
Just getting myself transported over here. Right, so they've dropped off Alpha and Dive Team, and it looks like they're going to transport the other guys off to a different location. Oh shit. Damn. Oh fuck! Get out before it blows up! Run away! Run away! Holy shit. There's a couple of guys still on board, I think. I don't know who they are. I think Extra might be unconscious, I'm not sure. At least two people on board still. Trying to land on the pier. Yeah, you got it, buddy. You got it. Drop it down, 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 drop it down. Whoa. Oh man. There's some dicey landing. Right, so yeah, this team here. Let's have a little listen. Right, Harry's coming back in, dropping off those other guys. We're pretty quiet on this. Don't even know what they can say.
Command, this is Bravo, come in.
Bravo's
This is
on the
Sandy
ground.
Bravo.
Bravo's in position, ready to move.
Roger that, Bravo. Hold tight for now.
Copy.
So this is the Bravo hold point. The guys, I assume, are trying to get some eyes on these positions up here. But
Bravo, this is command.
positions up here are pretty well hidden.
Send it, command.
Is it possible to send a vehicle back to the FOB? You're being supplied with 1 extra man.
Copy that.
This is the rebel compound up here. You can see already the guys walking around. Some of the guards have got like flashlights on, some not.
Alpha, this is dive team. What's the hold up?
Dive team is Alpha. We are currently scouting out our AA positions.
Copy.
So the first stage of this mission is going to be quite sort of silently run almost. Why is this a little op for? Looks hella easy. Well, the first stage of this, you know, not every mission has to be a grinding battle of attrition. Believe it or not, that's actually not necessarily how ARMA is really to be played. Not every single base has to be a gigantic armoured compound which takes, like, you know, guns and explosions and aircraft and shit to take down, and there's artillery all over the place. It's like, not every mission is like that. This is the first stage of a bigger mission, which is down here, where there is a lot more enemy. So basically the first element of this mission, I don't know if you were here at the beginning of the mission when I gave the brief, but the first stage, this is an AA sort of compound. Okay, it's an AA position. These are supposed to be rebels. Again, the rebels are not heavily armed. These are also just little static emplacements. They're not really meant to be, you know, very, very heavy positions. They're just little static positions, basically. And I'll tell you one thing. Some of these guys I've noticed have got their lights on in the bunkers, which I don't think is very smart, so I'm going to turn them off. There we go. So we're listening to, basically this is squad leader
Copy
and
that.
fire team leaders.
Blue's gonna cross first and lead the assault because you have the auto riflemen. So when you're ready, secure the road and cross.
Copy.
Let's try and get on the ground here a bit. See what's going on with these guys instead of sitting right up in the sky. I've been quite pleased with the loadouts we've been running the last week or two. So the guys have got a greatly different and quite more limited loadout. When we do public stuff, I hope that we run it similarly to this. Similarly to what we've got right now. So the guys basically have options for optics of hollow, aim
Where do
point,
we plan
or
to engage
ACOGs.
them from?
We're listening to this squad that we're looking at right here. These guys that are just crossing.
We'll have to see exactly where.
Copy.
Ideally, I'd like to engage from a slight distance so we have some advantage.
Agreed.
Right, so they're stealthing in. We can probably just stay on
Red
these
cross.
guys mostly now.
We're holding the weight.
We have friendlies to our north along the road.
Yeah, quite far to the north though. Right, I'm going to readjust my shortcut markers because I feel like they're going to need to be changed up shortly. Let's get one on here. Okay, you can see Bravo coming in here. Let's change up our channels as well. So this is a real kind of silent assault on this one. The guy's coming in super quiet, trying to get in on this. Well, I say, when we set up our public stuff, I'm hoping that the public will kind of have a limited loadout like this to make it somewhat of a challenge. In fact, basically, I think running exactly the mod set that we have for this and exactly the unit loadouts that I've built for this set, I think will work very, very well. I'm sure Shadow will want to tweak it a little bit, but I think something along the lines of this will work really, really well. Get back over the other side. Right, Guys are just crossing along here, look.
Even on channel 1.
It should be.
Along through the vines.
Dive team, last I checked, was 343 channel 3.
No. 152 channel 3.
They were on 152 channel 1 with us. Just wait one.
They're gonna run smack. They're right fucking in front of them. They're right in front of them.
Gorn, I have hostile on me. It is a patrol by the looks of it.
Look how close they are, guys. In the air, I don't even see them.
Copy that.
Shit, they're gonna walk right into them.
Red is assaulting right now. Red, hold position if you can.
He looks like he's heading towards red position. Both of them. There should be 2.
Copy that. Is he in the fields or on the road?
In the fields with us. He passed danger close, came out of the bushes, had a flashlight on, otherwise I wouldn't have seen him.
Copy. Red, push as close as you feel comfortable to the compound so you can get right in, and you keep an eye on those hostiles.
Copy.
We've already lost visual. They've gone through bushes.
Command, this is Bravo.
Copy. Are they going to be passing in front of us?
Looks like they will be.
With that blue,
There's
get in
several
position to fire the
patrols
compound.
around this
Say
area.
again, Bravo.
Bravo is about to engage 2 times camo nets, so be clear to open.
Right, unleash, right.
Hey firm, all teams are clear to engage. Fire well.
Copy that.
Patrols on us as well. How close?
5 to 10 meters.
That's very close. Back off if you can.
It's live.
Push into the compound.
This is what the AI can see right now. Not very much. These rebels are basically, this is the whole point of doing this part at night time. However, the PMCs are in a totally different situation. Damn, Draki did take a hit though.
Copy that, we're moving now.
Those guys are down. Yeah, the guys right here on this compound.
Two hostiles direct north.
Damn, Flesh took a hit from a guy that's point blank inside here.
Dive team is moving in around the north side.
Look at the shots coming in here. Two men down.
Blue team, you're a bit spread out.
Inform up on me.
Guys over here are assaulting this. They're good, they got this. Let's try and listen in. I think not always they're using their comms, so let's try and get on the spectator here. Looks like the B team are moving in on a couple of other positions here. Fire, mate. He's trying to ID. I think he's not sure it's an enemy. Johnny, light him up. Don't just stand out in the open. Why didn't he take cover from behind this wood right here? Oh, he deserved to get shot right now.
Johnny's down.
Yeah, Johnny is down. I'm not even surprised. Look, Johnny got outright killed there. Do you know why? Because he was stood in the open, that's why. Damn, Gorn's down, Jocko's down. They're trying to move in on these buildings right here. We've had enemy inside. A lot of casualties on this building, this base, for how many guys they had. But they're taking some hits from a couple of the patrols out and around the forest as well. So, you know, a couple of people earlier on who were saying, like, oh, you know, you haven't put very much infantry down. Well, you can see, you know, when they've got this kind of medical system going on, it's quite brutal.
What is it? Down. Have you guys planted charges on those things? Okay, we'll do it.
Johnny's dead. Gorndar. Gorndar, do you read?
Gondor is unconscious. Gondor is unconscious.
Where is he?
On my position,
Here. Frank, Gondor's unconscious. Look out, there's still enemy close, and I'm still bleeding. Oh fuck, where?
What's his location?
Straight ahead. Right over there.
Blue, cease fire. You're currently firing on the water.
Oh shit. Where did that come from? Oh, down he goes. It's one AI down.
Anyone on this
Another guy in the compound. There's one more guy coming up on him, look. Just make sure there's no BS play here. Make sure that this AI is playing it legit. Although if Saw gets killed, it'll be because we can hear him from 10 meters away. Right, here's this guy. Where are they? Oh fuck, they are very near. Look, they're right there. Look at this AI. Look at this AI, like flanking. Look at this. Bear in mind, these AI have got
What's
no
Gorndor's
night vision,
condition?
guys.
Do we
They've
need
got
another
no
medic
night
over there?
vision.
No, I just put back.
And if these guys are not out in the open, if they're not in any light, no reason why this guy's gonna look. He's actually kind of out of line of sight now. He's around on the road up there. But look at the light conditions. Look, it's very, very dark here. Very dark.
You'll know my second in command, Gal. Just because I said.
Oh shit! This guy's coming right up on him. He's gonna hear him. He's gonna hear Saw. Fuck! As soon as they open fire. They don't realise it's behind them.
Behind us. I think I hit him.
Yeah, he's down.
He's back up, Gal. He's back up, guys.
Fucking hell, that was incredibly close. There's a lot of panic going on now with calls of like sort of, you know, friendly fire and stuff, or, you know, enemy. The base is clear. Well, that was bullshit. That guy flanked. Basically, what happened, that guy flanked, and then when they said that's an enemy in the base, they opened fire. Bang, he heard those shots, and he went straight onto them.
Have one spare, and I've already got one on me.
And this is just the lightweight starting element. We've still got the main bit to go. Also guys, if you follow me on Twitter, it's usually a better way of knowing when I go live, because I post more information about there, more information about when I do random streams as well.
What do you mean that?
Yeah.
Where that net is? Do I get morphine?
It's nice to see that they've set up a strict 360 around the compound, isn't it? It's just like a gaggle of people all over the place. They're like, oh yeah, maybe we should check these buildings. I don't know, like, whatever. No, it's all good. I think they would have known by now if they'd have had any further contact. This guy's full on running away. This guy's just had enough. He's out of it. He's like, fuck this. I didn't sign up for this. I'm out. He's gone. I'm getting rid of him. He's outside the zone. He's despawned. He's outside the zone. He gave up. He ran away like a coward. Fleeing. Right, the team's here at the base. They basically got to lay some charges in on this tower, blow up this tower.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I was going to say too.
We have Humvees over
How
here.
far away are they? Fuck it, let's take the Ural.
Put guns on them.
These guys, I think they're planning on driving down
Yeah,
to
that's
the
being secured
diving
by command.
supplies instead of taking a boat, which makes plenty of sense.
Okay, guys, we can rig the 2 technicals
Oh,
and
shit,
one
hang
of the Urals with explosives.
Alright, I'll grab it.
Right, let's get on Bravo team right here. I can see Yaris is coming up on Bravo team. So Alpha have basically cleared that compound. They'll be laying in some charges, getting their reinsertions. Now Yaris has just discovered, by the look of it, the next compound. Luton, when is Public Armor 3? As I've been saying, there will be some more stuff soon. Right now, let's see if this goes smoothly. These guys have all just gone prone inside of here. They are very aware that Yaris is right here. Didn't hear any comms from Yaris, so if we'd have heard him on the radio. Oh, bang! Fucking hell. What was that someone said earlier on about it not being dangerous because there's so few people, so few AI down on the position? Yaris is dead. Right, a couple more teams coming up on this now. Could try and get on the 343s for this. So the only trouble is going to be whether I can.
Bravo, this is command.
Whether I can actually hear.
Send it, command.
Can I have a sitrep over, please?
We're breaching a second camo nest right now. We have 1 dead.
Let's pushing the T.
Yeah, maybe we can just hear him.
Understood, Bravo. You
Get some
cut off at
frags
the
in
end of
there.
that, but I get the gist. Command out.
We are securing a second camo nest, and we've lost 1 of
What is that?
Is it 50
Oh shit!
on the east side?
Whiskey's down. That 50 got him.
Man down.
Oh shit, one of the AI just woke up. The AI will not always get killed instantly. Wait, what's he shooting at? Fuck, I thought he was shooting at me then.
Stay clear, chucking a nade.
Thank you,
Yeah, the
finally.
50's down. I think he just knocked out them.
I got the guy after 50 right now.
Scratch last, not chucking nade.
Oh, this guy's out.
Pushing in.
50 out clear.
This guy's medicing up.
Hit.
There's one guy remain. Oh, this guy just woke up. I think we're hearing a command radio there, I'm not sure. I don't know what we're hearing, but it's out of range.
Enemy is on the southeast side. Moving to the east side.
Need to be careful.
Blue, go ahead
with
and
these
push
maps.
up on us.
And behind those H barriers near the 50.
I got one over here. Got him?
He's down, he's not out. Oh shit. That's the compound. Oh, well that's the vehicles, it's definitely not the tower.
What's that?
1 more.
Down.
Good hit.
Vehicles are down, tower is not down.
Alpha, this is command.
Command is Alpha.
Compound
Close
here is
with those
clear.
vehicles to the radio tower.
Not close enough.
Roger that. Can you, when the cook-off is finished, can you place a couple explosives on the radio tower to take it down?
I'll set a demo
Copy that.
Which one? There's 2.
Second.
Alright,
Disregard.
let's get off of this channel.
This is on the radio tower.
So, it would appear...
I have explosives with me. Should I go to
Leave
the
that
radio
guy
tower?
there.
Go ahead, cook us over.
Yep, so it would appear that, I don't know whether they tried to get the vehicles close enough to that radio tower to try and blow it up, perhaps. That's kind of what I feel happened there. But as we can see, I think they were not close enough. I think they thought maybe the splash of the explosion would simultaneously take down the radio tower. I'm not sure.
Load charges when ready.
Yep, fire on the hole.
I think that's going to be on the next tower. There we are, tower is down.
Good effect on target.
Command, this is Bravo.
Missed that one.
Send it, Bravo.
I'm going to crew this
We
up.
destroyed a second AA nest and we're moving to a rally point.
Roger that. This is to both teams. Once you've regrouped, if you start moving straight towards the docks.
I think that might be
If you're happy the area is clear.
It's pretty open over here.
Copy
Continue
that.
to rally point.
Alpha copies.
Contact.
Yeah, we're rejoining with
090.
We have contact,
Road.
apparently down the road.
Wow.
Blue, it's to your east right now. Correction, Bravo is to your east.
Scratch that, that's friendlies.
Oh my god, that was so nearly offended. I was thinking, where the hell are these enemy that they're talking about? And it's like, no,
Are you
it's
sure
just,
that's not Bravo?
it's just the
Yeah,
Bravo
that's
team.
what I said.
Oh my
Scratch
god, I'm so
It
I'm
looks
so happy they
like that's
spotted them.
Bravo.
I'm so happy they spotted them because let me tell you right now, that would have been an absolute disaster.
Yeah, that is Bravo.
Oh my god. Right, we're on Bravo, and these are the guys coming down the hill. Now, to take the harbour, there are a couple of enemy around here. Then you should make a Steam collection of all your favourite and best mods. What, for ARMA? Yeah, I suppose I should. I've made very extensive, yeah, Happy Gamer, thank you very much. I've made very extensive mod collections for City Skylines, if that's a game anybody's interested in. I've got a very extensive collection for Skylines, basically breaking it down into different, I guess, specific mod types, whether it's like utilities, transport, or whatever.
Lighthouse looks clear, just move on to the docks.
I think they don't have line of sight on this. There's basically a patrolling team and then static, but it's only two. It's only like a small team of 4. Nothing really that's going to get in their way or stop them from doing what they need to do on this one. Oh, looks like Barry and Garfield have just lit those guys up, and bang, yeah, they're just down already. Why doesn't the lighthouse light the water up? I'll tell you why. Because the lighthouse is one of these. It's a green and a red one, unlike the lighthouse across the ways there. That's why it doesn't light the water up.
Command, be advised, docks are now clear.
Okay, so we've completed the first stage. Now we're moving on to the second stage. So basically, next stage is going to be the guys are going to get ready to boat it out across the way. Also probably going to be getting the A10 in the mix if it is not already in the air. I think it's standing by at base. Yep. So we're going to get the A164, the A10 version 2, up in the skies, and that's going to be to basically take down a couple of radio towers for the PMCs. So from here on we're going a little bit more hard, because now we're going with the PMCs on the ground, which is a totally different ball game. Okie doke. Right, here we are at the harbour. They've got 5 ribs available to them. Don't know if that will take everybody, because I wasn't actually anticipating we're going to have this many people, but hopefully it will be enough. I think rather than mess around, I'm actually just going to quickly copy that, so that if I need to I can throw down a couple of extra boats.
Now we need to go for the supplies. What the fuck are those?
On the map where it says supplies.
Once they're here, hop in the boat and move towards that island. Don't move.
Commander, you joining us in our red?
We will be, yes. We'll be there in hopefully less than that.
Okay.
Bravo, load up in the... Oop, disregard.
While we wait on command, let's set up a good perimeter.
Already have one set up.
Okay.
Alpha, this is command.
See what's going on next.
Send for Alpha.
Do you require any reinforcements at this time?
Affirmative. Red team is a bit low on strength.
Roger that. When they arrive, if you get into one of the boats and move with Bravo to the hold point, to a holding point.
Copy that.
Okay, look, off they go to the dive team.
Okay, red team, you're getting reinforcement soon.
So the dive team have got to basically come off in this direction here. And the dive team have basically got to come down to, where is it? Right here. There's a little hut right here. And this little hut has got some supplies which have been placed. So the idea was that these guys basically, they were assisting in clearing out and controlling the first stage of this mission. And now they're basically going to gear up and get in, take down a little radar and then push in onto the island itself. But the idea is they need to get in stealthily onto this island. They're actually dealing with a very lightweight contingent on this island right here. They've got a very, very small amount of units to take down. But basically, it's surprising how challenging these PMC guys can be because they've got better body armor, they've got night vision. Unlike the other AI who did not have night vision, the PMC guys are better geared, better set up. Okay, so the other boats have basically got to come out here and they're going to stand by for a beach landing assault from the northeast side of the island. So these guys are already moving into position. They're going to get part of the way across and then they're going to stand by. What the teams have got to do is the radar base, I'm going to get myself another little marker right here. The radar base, which the dive team have to destroy, is right here. It's just a little radar dome, and the radar dome has to go down before the A-10 comes in. Once the radar's down, the A-10 can come in, and then the A-10 can basically hit stuff like this comms tower right here. That needs to go down. They also need to take down another comms tower further up here. With both of those comms towers down, the PMCs are not going to be able to call in any reinforcements that they need, so that's the purpose of destroying those, and then the guys can get in onto the main compound to try and capture the PMC. But there are a lot of infantry down, a lot of infantry on this island, and you may need to utilise that A-10 support in neutralising some of those guys. In fact, I may actually speak to command just to clarify that, because I don't think I did clarify that previously. LT command.
Senate LT.
Just clarify, obviously this island is quite widespread, and with your teams spread out, you may require some extra support. Once those communication towers are down, those are obviously a priority for that A-10 takeout. Once they're down, you can call in the CAS to assist you in eliminating like infantry, etc. But of course, remember, you are trying to capture someone, so be cautious and specific about how you call that in.
Understood. Command out.
Yep. Here they go. Bum 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 bum. Nighttime swimming. Da 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 da. Da la. Pray silence for the dive team. Bum 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 bum. God, even with the night vision, it's pretty difficult to see. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Let's get an extra here. This is what extra is seeing right now.
I can barely read you.
Does their night vision not work underwater or something? They're just doing it blind. Look at why Darth Vader sounds, because they're underwater and they're doing like they're doing diving sounds. That's why. I've suddenly occurred to me I'm not entirely sure that their night vision works underwater and that they might be swimming like in
Dive team,
complete
you've got
darkness.
garbled. We are, however, moving towards a hill to see if we can get Overwatch.
Dive team to command, how do you read?
Loud and clear now.
If you can, get eyes on the island and tell us when the patrols have moved past us. Just to make it easy for us.
Roger, will do.
Ah, the peace. So quiet. So quiet. Shh. Quiet and still. It's very high in the sky, but oh no! I tell a lie. He's still within the prescribed area, so I'm fine with that. They've got a recommended LZ down here as well. You can see that. I think basically the A10 is actually providing some recon support, like by putting vehicle patrol in this area. It's actually marking the route of that vehicle patrol, which is very, very useful. Okay, we can see the dive team are coming in right now. Call me Evo. It's all good. Big radio problems.
Roger that. Currently that we have eyes on a two-man sentry moving on the northern side, moving east. Roger that.
Okay, here we go. Right, where's those patrols? Yeah, they're on the other side of the island.
Do we have an idea the direction where they're coming?
They were moving east. We aren't there. Let's just push up, get eyes on the objective.
Now, whilst, as I say, there's a limited number of AI down around this area, there is only 4 of them, and even one death could, and not to mention the fact they've got no backup,
got me on 152.
and they've got to cross over to an area where there are a lot more enemy.
Dive team, this is command. I have no eyes on hostiles from this side of the island.
Let's go, guys. He has no eyes on hostiles on this side of the island, so we should be safe to our left and right.
Yep, I got you.
Yep, eyes. Drop him.
Seeing this guy here. Bear in mind as well that these patrol, now the other patrol are coming around on them. Look, the other patrol are coming through this little canyon. There's a little canyon right here. These guys are patrolling through that. Extra, look to your left. Look to your left, extra. And they're gonna.
Going on.
Also, bear in mind these guys have got. Come on, I can't quite see him. Look where the grass is. If you can see the guy is like right here. Look. And if you come down to the eye level. This patrol will come back around this area as well. They're going to get shot in a minute if that guy down there sees them. These guys have got night vision as well, so they will potentially see them.
Guys, guy to our...
Oh fuck! Extra just took a hit. Oh shit! Grape is also down. Saw is also down. Fucking hell! Like this is what I'm saying.
Your team are on the south side of the island.
Oh shit! Gow is down as well. They're not in a good position to return fire on these guys at all. They need to pull out. They need to get out of this. Oh, they did eliminate that guy. They eliminated that guy off the top. They need to get off this top. It's a difficult position to return fire from because they've got to like sort of see over the grass and down on the area. These guys will have been ridge lining, whereas these guys down here will have had a nice clean line of sight up onto them. Much more difficult to return fire. It looks like all the guys survived though. This AI is getting in the mix right here.
Dive team, this is Commander Reed.
Not the time.
Roger that, I still have eyes on one hostile on the beach.
Damn, Saw just got hit as well. Oh, they got him. They killed that guy. But not. There's one guy still up and running. Yeah, their objective is to destroy the radar. Their objective is to destroy the radar so they can get the A-10 in. There's one guy still down there. The guy that's down there is way out of line of sight though.
What was that guy?
The guy that was shooting us is down.
Okay, right, I'm just leaving him off him.
Yeah.
Have you placed any?
No, I don't have any.
Oh, I'll go play some other.
They got the demo charges set on this. That one AI is... Oh shit! Gal's down. I feel very conscious about not taking control of AI when the damage model is this high, because...
Oh, that's...
Oh wow, look how much that guy's moved position. I was still looking over where they threw that smoke. He's already shifted.
He is currently halfway up the island in the trees. 5 beach.
You're right.
Really close.
Yeah, I'm fucking hurt.
Careful, Saw. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Get him, get him. Yeah, nice. He's down, he's down. Alright, good work there by the guys. The other teams are standing by. Alright. They're sorted.
Fucking blow that shit, go.
There was only one guy
Okay,
down
detonating, detonating.
There's 2.
Gal, you want to get down behind me? There we go, there we go. Objective completed.
Red Eye Dome's down with Bunny Rambo.
Alpha Bravo, this is Command.
Send it, command.
You're clear to move in on the island, assault, and you're clear to assault the position C.
Copy that.
Alpha copies.
Alright, they're moving out. Good bit of lightning in the mix. The A-10s should be now standing by to engage those comm tower targets to make sure reinforcements can't come in. I'm going to randomly determine the amount of time before I call reinforcements whilst those towers are still up from when they make landfall. 10 minutes. They've got 10 minutes from when shots are fired from these guys getting on the beaches. They've got 10 minutes before we bring in reinforcements.